Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third stream of control. I am your host, Arwen Dragon. Quick reminder for anyone new to the channel, if you want to support what I do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and there's a link to the Discord down in the description. So, when we last left off, we had found the Director of Operations and helped her get some more HRAs made. Now, she's kept her agreement to tell us about Dylan and told us he's in the Panopticon. So, after a little side quest for Ati, which we're going to start with, we're going to see what we can do about finding Dylan. And I know there's several side quests in there relating to other objects of power too. That first load is always the longest. Hello, Carrie. Now then, let's see. We also need to locate Dr. Underhill below Central Research as well. But the first thing I want to do is do this What a Mess mission for Ati. Oh, I have 3 ability points. I could probably buy something. So it becomes, what do I want? More C's? Nah, I hardly use that anyway. More shield strength? Well, at some point I wouldn't mind getting access to shield rush and shield energy recovery. More energy to use my powers. That'll work. And it unlocks my 3rd personal mod slot. So now it becomes a matter of what do I want to put in here. Let's see, that's a C's of 30, that's a C's of 58. Yeah, goodbye to this one. That is an energy boost of 5, that's an energy boost of 8. Yeah, goodbye to that one. Well, as often as I use launch, maybe that 18% bonus will help. And then we head off to maintenance. I'm going to have to look into that because I know I linked my YouTube account to Discord. I was about to ask about that. Probably some other setting I also have to turn on. Some notification that it setting that I've got turned off maybe. But I'll check that later. Well, I mean, I've got it set up. I've already got it set up not to tell people when I'm playing a game. So maybe that's one of the settings that I'm going to have to toggle and just allow it. A rate of fire boost for the spin mod. Now I just have to figure out how I'm going to get back to the pump station. Whoop. Because the pump station... Oh, NSC coolant pumps maybe? Stop hitting M for map, Mark. Level 4 security clearance on the employee lounge.
Containment sector has blown to.
Yes, thank you, Ati, for telling us what the control for telling us what it's been blown to.
Director Faden.
And there's the chanting again. I hope I'm heading in the right direction. What this game could really use is an indicator of whether or not you're heading in the, you know, at least a map marker of where you need to go. I mean, it can leave it up to you to figure out how to get there, but show us where to go. Well, there's definitely hiss here, but I don't think the clog is here. Oh. Nice try. Oh, that worked better. I don't know if it's back here again. I certainly am not seeing any of the signs of it. No, it seems to not be in this section. Oh, that does remind me. No, the pipes are still clogged somewhere. Although I think I am in the correct area. I think, based on the map, that there might be a door on the upper level that's been closed up until now. And
hello again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
Stop. Fine. Simulacrum AI53-KE. No unique containment procedures required. If the item's form is different than any previously reported, make a note describing the new form. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: a ring of keys, a lunchbox, a wrench, a microscope, a stapler, probably a red one, am I right? Glasses, mail tube, or a spoon. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. Reciting formula I-14 or I-32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. The item was initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the Bureau's arrival to the oldest house, is unknown. It kind of is, because that's the same impression I had. Now what I need is a power cube. Well, I got a power cube. I didn't get it quite the way I wanted. Okay, haul this all the way back up here. Makes me wonder if Director Trench ever had to do this.
We should go down there to clear out the rest of it.
Sure, happy to. Although I would appreciate some more help from somewhere.
I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Well, that wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. I was expecting to have more of those juices spit on me, for lack of a better term. But no, I guess the pump really did clear most of it out. There, I think that's all of them. And I'm back up to full health again. But yeah, way back when I first played this game, SCP Foundation is exactly the same vibe I was getting from it. Let's see, new ability points. I wonder if I should save them for the last category here, or more launch damage, or more health, because at this point that one is at this point that's the last 3-pointer in health, and then it's 4 points for that one, and then 2 points for the last one. Well, you can throw basic enemies, large objects, and then up to 3 at once can be thrown. I use this so often I might as well. Another 50% on my launch damage. Yeah, and I'm going to work on that too. Let's see. Let's go to my missions and go to the old growth. And while I'm here, there's a thought. Let's upgrade the grip. And let's go ahead and upgrade to level 4 so we can upgrade that. Now we need a corrupted sample, 5 entropic echoes, and a lot more source, but we can do level 4 prime mods once we have enough materials, which are rares or primes. So, Central Research, and let's track down that woman that Emily wanted me to find. The nice thing, I suppose the nice thing is, you know that she keeps tearing up the floor and the walls every time she uses that, every time she uses her launch power. But, on the other hand, this is the oldest house. Everything just miraculously repairs itself, so, you know. Of course, we know the truth that once you leave the area, the next time the area is streamed in, it's reset to its former state. But still. And to think, just yesterday I was talking to the plants in here. Yeah, and in this case, it's because it's just part of the nature of the oldest house. Because, I mean, the house goes through shifts and everything, so it just shifts everything back. Although you'd think if you broke a table or something, the table would stay broken. I'm not sure the tables are part of the oldest house. So much for that. Did not intend to fall off the edge there. And hello, Dyruger. I don't know. That might be easier to do after I have the levitation power. So, instead of doing this, let's go on ahead and, I guess, continue with the main mission, because I will probably get... Let's see. Because I think I'll probably get it as part of the main mission anyway. Or as one of the side quests in the Panopticon. I keep hitting the wrong key. Damn you, muscle memory. Come to think of it, I wonder if that door... Well, I can't highlight it, but that door off of Ritual Division is available. Yeah, I think the Synchronicity Lab is open. And sure enough, it's announcing it because, well, I'm here now. So it's been added to the map. Oh, I know where we are. There is a side quest down here. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Refer to file 1-87-3452 for the full report. But you notice that Polaris was pointing over here and down these stairs. To the other side of a door that we can't get through until we get level 6 clearance. Okay, well that rules out that side quest for now. but we know it's there. We'll go back to Central Research and cross the fire break then. Okay, we're here in the ashtray maze. Oh, and we can't go through that yet either. I forgot about that. There's actually, you have to get Ati's headphones. However, I'm starting to remember more of my last playthrough, and I think I'm heading the wrong way anyway. I thought I needed to cross the firewall, but I don't. Those are some big-ass doors. Anyone remember that line from Tron? Of course, that particular scene of Tron was filmed at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, and yes, it really is that thick of a door. Matter of fact, that door and the door into NORAD, by the way, they're super heavy, but so carefully balanced that you could close them with one finger. Wouldn't want one of them falling on you though, unless you like being strawberry jam.
Why? If hiss is a frequency, then why couldn't it vibrate molecules in order to...
Okay, I'm already in Central Executive, so I need to go to the containment center.
It would explain...
There we go. Actually, give me a second and I'll look. Those blast doors at NORAD are 3.5 feet thick, and they weigh 25 tons. Oops, sorry, desk. Didn't mean to shoot you.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Danger.
I know, right? Really amazing stuff. Oh, there you are. Okay, was not expecting that to happen. Object and item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file PUT-812 for an introduction to the subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed due to the board's affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paraнаturally blank than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it's no wonder that they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have blank altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. In other words, they have way more altered items. Objects of power are apparently rare. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw a collectible hotline, Panopticon.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items, we've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Well, that's comforting. And you know, now that I think about it, I haven't actually put a second one in grip. Well, let's see. That's a spin rate of 23. Nope, that can go bye-bye. Because we have one of 41 right there. And that one can go bye-bye. And so can that one. Let's see, accuracy, ammo efficiency, weapon armor damage. How about rate of fire? And then security's this way. I've had that problem before, Carrie. It's, in fact, despite the fact that I have a fiber optic connection here, despite the speed of my connection, anytime I run a game that has a always online feature on it, and I'm dual tasking between YouTube on one screen and the game on the other screen, YouTube will just randomly pop back to 360p or 720p, and I have to manually override it and set it back to 1080. I guess there's still just enough of a lag that YouTube thinks it's having connection problems, so it slows down, or, reduces the amount of data being transferred by shifting into a lower resolution. Or in other words, it's basically saying, oh, that took 21 milliseconds instead of 20. I better change the connection speed. Okay, there's central containment. Okay, nothing in the other bathroom either. Okay. That way leads towards the Panopticon, which is where I'm supposed to go. Which means I might want to check the rest of the area for doors to other places. Or maybe not.
If anyone's there, I could really use a hand.
Yeah, another
Someone
side
needs help over
quest.
there. Sounds like there's a man down.
It's plausible. It's definitely plausible, Carrie, because like I said, you know, it doesn't even have to be transferring a lot of data. Like, I don't play a good example would be, I don't play Warframe, but if I did, but if I did and I had Warframe on one screen and YouTube on the other, YouTube would probably back down to 720 or 360 instead of the default 1080. I'll check on him in just a second.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
Damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
And you're about to see why it's called the clocks, too. And of course, you got to go through this whole thing again. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure exactly where it's supposed to stop. Hold on. It really kind of does, yes. 225-ish. So that's what goes on this. Okay, about 7:15-ish. And about 10:05. And there's the keys. And now you're going to see why this next area is called the clocks. 1, 2, power 3. Well, you're not immediately going to see it, but you will. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a choice here. I got to jump down.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
Don't you die on me!
There's still at least one guy out here.
Shit!
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood.
Let's go.
And this is an escort mission. Now, you don't have to keep them completely intact. And if you fail, you just end up having to do this section again. Clearance level 9, you're not getting through it. So you can't, like, go ahead and clear the way for him and then come back
What's
for
with the
him.
clocks?
Threshold is that. This used to be a regular office land before the threshold manifested. The forces at plane there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
You're gonna help me. Oh, thank you. No, he actually does damage. He just doesn't always have the best aim.
Think you can find a way around it?
Let me see.
Like in that case, he was hitting the clocks instead of hitting the guy standing on the other side of him. So not the smartest
you came out
script,
here for
but
an altered item?
Yeah, Kirk. Yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing, I've never seen anything like it.
Postbox supplement. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed acceptable to the item were tasked with interviewing and re-informing the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. And there's a multimedia presentation here. Spare footage, huh? Obviously leftover footage from some of Dr. Darling's reels. I'm going to cut that one short because obviously there's not much speech in it.
That's it, you. Shit.
The sealed threshold hall, huh? Well, you remember an earlier complaint that Dr. Darling never let them actually do anything. He just wanted them to stand around and be there for the video. So, great.
Let's go.
Yes, let's please. Oh wait, this is a threshold checkpoint again. Well, clear back to the last point, yeah. Now I just have to remember which way I was supposed to go. Because you can't go this way. Yeah, anytime you run out of health in this game, it always takes you back to the last one of these nodes. Yeah, the security checkpoint.
That's on you. Shit.
Oh no, you don't. She was going to start launching stuff. Whoever that was going to start launching stuff at me before I could finish reloading the pistol. Okay, there's at least one more because that barrier's still up. And the music's still playing. And there they are. There we go. And refrigerator supplement. Can you tell us why you left your building that day? I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left. Had his crayons out. Happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back and started digging. City workers found Mikey later beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks fall on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident. Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyhow? Oh, if only he knew. You remember in a previous stream I mentioned that later on you'll meet a guy who's staring at a fridge and you gotta help him out?
That safe room is where the old man cornered us. We sealed the door on the way out. We couldn't let it get out of the bureau.
I'll need to come deal with that altered item later. If I open the safe from now, Wells could get hurt.
Which means we'll be making a return trip, of course. Can't upgrade Shatter or Pierce right now. Can't upgrade mods right now, so I don't know why it was pointing me to this. But interacting with that checkpoint again does at least save my progress. So if I have to respawn, it'll be here. It'll be here with him, and I think it will be. I don't think I'd have to go back and get him again. Not like I plan on testing that theory or anything. Now where the hell do I go to get the hell out of here? I think I came too far. There's another control point. And see? Miraculously repaired. Yeah. Oh, here we are. Got to go through this one.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the old back, Horowitz ordered a retreat. Got out and hissed at me first. I took Horowitz to the motel port and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
I'm the man. It's my job.
There we go. Control point claimed.
We're not far now. Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
Another entropic echo. That's 3 in the last couple of seconds, really. Other side of logistics, huh?
Let's go.
Okay. Follow him some more.
Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah, he's not as okay as he said he was.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
His motherfucker!
Pull down.
Let's go.
I didn't realize my health bar was that low.
Hold on. Something's wrong with it.
Shit.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay. I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it. Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
And of course you notice that the second time you go through there, it just completely skips the hotel. Which is nice, because I'd hate to have to do that every time. Also, while I'm at it, 3 more points. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the extra health. And check the Astral Constructs menu. I can upgrade Pierce now. So I'm going to. Can't upgrade Shatter, and there's no way I can upgrade the weapon mods yet. But at least I can go to loadout, and if I want to use Pierce, I can now have a second one. like increased reload speed, increased damage, pierce aimed fire boost. I've already got one of those. Let's see, that's 25%. Nah, that one can be deconstructed then. 15%, but that one's 18. No, let's see, what would I like? Because I already have a pierce aimed fire boost. Well, that can go too. Okay. Zoom boost. Low health boost. Armor damage, accuracy boost. Doesn't really need more damage. Let's get it reloading faster. I think I hear a siren somewhere off in the distance. And once again. Anyone else? Yes. Okay, this leads me back to the sealed zone.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
And of course it's open. Sealed threshold account. Threshold with effect blank manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the blank department. Simultaneously, numerous, I'm going to assume, clocks appeared in the area, injuring and killing many personnel. After rescue operations were completed and blank, Rangers were sent in to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of clocks made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the clock as blank when introduced to more stable blank. Referred to file 9-51-3981 for the complete report.
Great. More clocks.
Oh dear. This might be one of those come back later things. No, you can make it without needing levitate.
How am I supposed to get across that?
Yeah, you do need levitate to get across to the anchor, dagnabbit. Okay, well, fortunately you can fast travel even from here. So, we're going to go back to logistics here. And we'll come back for the anchor later after we have another power. That'll let us cross that gap. Pretty soon. I think it's on the way to find Dylan. But at least we completed the first part of that. And of course, more of the mold. You don't want to go down into the... you don't want to go too far into the medical wing, I should say. And you can't get into room 6 without... And you can't get into that room without a level 6 key card, so... No point in going that way. On the other hand, maybe you have to go that way. Oh, hello. They managed to follow me out of the medical sector, so that's true. I've seen more than enough games where one of the tactics is knowing where the edge of the enemy's patrol area is. Because if you can reach the edge of their area, they'll turn around and head back and just ignore you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you are supposed to head this way. I couldn't remember at first. I had to stop and think about it for a while. Yeah, don't... Shit. You know, I almost get the feeling the hiss doesn't want me here. Although in this case it's not so much the hiss, it's the mold. Yes, let's pull an explosive item to us and it gets shot. That time at least it didn't explode in my face. Oh, let's see if there's anything in this side room over here. Any lore? Nope, not a single bit. There, at least now I don't have to go all the way around again. I can just go through.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Any lore on this side? Yes. Wolf Globe, AI-72-PE, containment procedure. Oh, yeah, AI. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, and spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous redacted and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tanrelio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide, that's a word that YouTube's going to hate, has been observed in blank handlers. Reminds me of the time I requested my reminds me of the time I requested my file from the FBI, which you can do because of Freedom of Information Act. And so much of it was redacted. It was more like a list of pronouns. I can see why people would be screaming. If I woke up and found myself sleeping on and found my bed on the ceiling, I'd probably scream too. Especially if I was up there with it looking down at the floor.
time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
Don't have time for this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there. Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
And she pointedly didn't call him Fred.
You guys didn't bring, like, checkers or anything, did you?
Any active duty security personnel found engaged.
Oh dear diner coffee thermos. Gee, where have we seen those before? No unique procedures required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. A blue coffee thermos with a white plastic cap and a logo of the Oh Dear Diner located in Bright Falls, Washington. The cap doubles as a mug. The item responds to Formula I-16, yet no discernible altered effect has been discovered, other than keeping liquids warm for surprisingly long periods of time. It's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality, before being poured into the item. The thermos was discovered on the shore of Cauldron Lake outside the town of Bright Falls. Both are known sites of a recurring AWE. See the Bright Falls AWE case file for further information. According to witness statements, Alan Wake, see Prime Candidate Program entry for further information, who went missing shortly before the discovery of the thermos, had been seen, redacted, collecting similar thermoses for an unknown purpose. And because it's here...
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight, a slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power. An ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
Thankfully, there's a control point right here, just inside the door. A launch efficiency mod, huh? And see, you can't get in there for that because it doesn't have any powers that you're going to want. There's the fan that's been talked about multiple times.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, I think it's time to consider, yeah, definitely goodbye to that. +4, +9, get rid of that. +3, +9, get rid of that. +34, +41. And I think I have, okay, just the damage boost in there. Okay, so spin rate of fire, get rid of the 26, get rid of the 34, that's an 18 and a 21, lose that one. Launch energy cost minus 18. I already have one. So I can get rid of several of those. 17, 10, and 11. Get rid of the 10. Get rid of the 11. Get rid of the 14. Get rid of the 37 on shield strength. Equip that one. And then remove that one and recycle that one. Recycle that one. Recycle that. There. Wanted to clear all that out before I started this.
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shifter blade never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Assist the agent after Dylan has been found. So... It doesn't work that often when you can hit those guys with a projectile. They usually dodge them. The Twisted Passage, and
That's
boy, believe you
the
me,
power. I need to cleanse it.
your next stop, the Twilight Zone. Or Night Springs, take your pick. Yeah, you know, if you thought gluing someone's bed to the ceiling was a great idea for a joke, how about turning the whole room on its side? Not to mention what it's done to the rest of the place. It's not letting me hit him just yet. Oh, now it might. Oh, it's Salvador again, of course. Turns out that the tactics that you use on him, he can use on you too. You shield yourself, he'll throw something to overload your shield. Yeah. All the way back on this side of the bridge. Thankfully, you don't have to watch that cinematic again either. It stays, well, twisted. Damn it, Salvador. And it wasn't even Salvador that got me that time. And of course, they're healing, which means... Get out of my damn way! Never mind, don't get out of my damn way. Anytime they're healing like that, one of those little balls of healing is somewhere around there. And usually, they like to hang out below the bridge. Yep, here we are again. Thanks. Oh, you Go away. Oh, no, you don't. There you go. Now you won't be bothering me anymore. The problem is, all that crap means I'm going to be going into this fight at half health. Come on, throw something at me. I could have told you that was going to happen. And now someone's backing up. I can hear the beep, beep, beep. Screw you guys. Well, do your job and go. Well, I suppose, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I keep turning the wrong way from there, too. You need to head towards the lower numbers. Come on, dear. Run. And the problem is, until you drop down here, you can't do anything about these guys. Thankfully, this is the last time I have to fight Salvador. So once I get past this, I'm done with him. Of course, there's also enemies like the Former, which I'll have to fight at least twice. God damn it. Ding, ding, ding. 1, 2, 3. I have got to figure out better tactics for dealing with him. Maybe a different weapon. I don't know. Pierce kind of requires me to sit there for too long. Spin is too inaccurate, so I don't know. Let's flip that out and deconstruct that. He always manages to hit me with at least one of those, and then immediately re-shields. And I run out of things to heal myself with. Kind of like he did there, and now I have no health. Oh, come on. Let's try not to get killed in the first 10 seconds. Yeah, that didn't work out well, did it? Gotcha!
That thing was Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does.
And now I have levitate.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
And more on that anchor that we're chasing. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the, I'm going to presume, one of the oceans. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew attempted, I'm guessing they attempted to get rid of it by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported to the U.S. port of blank. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought into the Bureau, probably using the train system that they have. Of course, this area remains twisted. Oh, that's a load of crap. And yes, that is an intel item on the wall that I have to levitate to. The Benikoff TV, OOP7-KE. No unique containment procedures required while bound. A CRT television built by Benikoff & Sons Electronics. The screen is still functional. The object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of redacted. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to harness this effect for their own use. The object is currently bound by, well, I don't know what that says, but it probably says director, says the previous director. But then again, it could have changed to you. The object was first discovered in a local news story from Kansas. A figure had been seen hovering over buildings. The Bureau dispatched agents to the town who discovered that a man named Redacted had bound himself to the object. He was detained, see case 39-HQ-656, and the object was brought to the Bureau for study. And I think I saw something else in there too. Yeah, research and records. Salvador's ID. Salvador Lynn. Now, where's the exit? Might have. Okay. Okay, I was looking for anything else I might find up there other than that case file, but I don't think there is anything up there. And you get out down here, so... Oh, of course. Let's go to loadout instead of shatter. Choose pierce because it has that zoom on it. But now we have levitate, so we can go after that anchor. And let's see, he's up on the 5th floor. And we'll be able to help that guy, well, kind of. Wait, this is still floor 4? Then how the hell am I supposed to get to floor 5? No, I don't see anything down here. I thought there might be a collectible. And we're back at the Twisted Passage. No, I don't want the Twisted Passage. Oh, wait, I remember. Something about this. Well, kind of. Oh yay, another dodge efficiency mod. Oh, and we're going to be binding that swan float to us too. Not right now, but we will be. At least I think we will. I could be wrong about that. Another entropic echo. A water cooler. A crowbar. Mm-hmm.
Dylan. He's so close.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse. Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Yeah, fun. But first, we don't have a level 6 card. I don't think we get one until we go back, so... Dylan Faden, observation. Breakfast is bought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed. Asks for television to be turned on. At noon, lunch is brought, breakfast removed. Eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to himself. Becomes upset and throws the lunch tray at the glass. Gets sedated, crew clean the cell, television is turned off. Asks for television to turned on, staff refuses. Sleeps. Television privileges refused due to hostile behavior. Why are you telling us this now when we found that out within the first 30 minutes of playing the game? Woof. Why am I reminded so much of the 7 League Stride spell in Dagnabbit, which game was it? It's one of the Daggerfall. In one of the Elder Scrolls games, this guy literally falls out of the sky and splatters on the ground in front of you. Turns out he wanted to create a spell that would let him travel 7 leagues with a single bound. Well, he succeeded in that, but he forgot the feather fall at the end of it. Whoa. We do have 3 more ability points. And I'm going to spend one of those to increase levitation duration. Actually, I'm going to spend 3 of them. And that will eventually enable the ground slam once I have more points. Be right back. Get your butt in here. Nick's wanted in. And from here, I can fast travel to the boardroom. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 3. If we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if it was recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the hiss are referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to redacted for full report.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Well, Nyx has not learned her lesson. She stuck her head over the toilet bowl again.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, you're serious.
You know, you'd think after I accidentally peed on her head, she'd remember not to stick her head over the bowl.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior.
They boned.
An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Hold on a sec. What is it, Nyx? Do you already want out again? Let's find out. Unfortunately, I haven't translated all of her meows. Sometimes she meows and you go open the door and she rushes for it.
They're endangering us by bringing this.
Bureau expenditures, Executive Sector, Quarter 2. Major, staffing, surveillance, redacted, data center initiative, construction, and 2 more redacted. Minor, office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. And another multimedia entry. But that's just the security order that we just heard. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my butt off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace toilet. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Sounds like he's afraid that the lower level peons might be peeing in it. Technological limitations of the oldest house. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our Bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural blank for the oldest house to accept them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for this to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Got news for them, it ain't just the agents who got injured by cell phones exploding. Refer to file 4-19-1935 for full report.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head?
To whom it may concern, in case you were not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, J. Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff. Yeah, it did more than duplicate in your office, dude.
What do you know about this deletion? Apparently the director restored HRA. All right.
Dr. Darling has personally recommended Mrs. Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing matters. See research reports redacted for breakthroughs resulting from her work. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Miss Pope to the position of research specialist. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge linking us through our ancestral heritage. See Jung Report, pages 12 through 34. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images, shared by a massive population, is paramount in the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of redacted exuded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with massive amounts of redacted. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. Refer to 5-41-7532 for a full report. I wonder if we're actually going to get to see some of these reports they name when in Control 2.
No one telling us what's going on. Information's always been on a need-to-know basis. Well, I need to fucking
know. Okay.
They're in there, we go around that way. Now.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
Well, the Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Well, let's find out what he knows about some of these topics.
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. They're making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be? You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it? Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know. What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry. I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Stay sharp.
Did you hear that the Hiss prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
And she brought her.
Yeah, I love Jesse's thoughts about that. I really didn't want to know. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point, it's sort of a triangular arrangement. The surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or redacted or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be, well, stabilized, I would assume. Refer to file 7-25-2788 for the full report.
I bet when this is all over, we find out Darling was bound to snap.
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes. You are a worm through time. Shit. The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's Dylan. Can you hear me? Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface and into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no! You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only true a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orangeville.
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the summertime for a pause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
And you're warm as a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, baby, baby. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
Well, here's the thing. You can't really trust the board either. Dylan's not wrong. This is a minor spoiler. The board is using the Bureau.
Hey there, Faden. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old Ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heptonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out THRs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want days to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Marish. And I won't let them stay hiss. I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
And now we have a number of side quests, although probably the first one to go to, now that we have the levitate power. Let's see, astral constructs, jukebox tokens. Yeah, see, you can use source to get more jukebox tokens. You don't have to worry about finding the tokens. You will find some, but you don't have to worry about it because you can also make some. And here's the next mode of the gun that I'm going to do. I could upgrade Shatter again and unlock the second slot for it, but I'm going to get Charge done. And there's the upgrade Charge. Only thing I need is enough source to do it. And because I'll probably get the chance to use it, let me go to loadout real quick and swap out Pierce for Charge. And maybe get rid of a few extras that I have lying around. Let's see. That's 12 and an 18. Get rid of the 12. Well, I think I'll get rid of the 30% damage against enemy armor because I've got a 63% damage. 5%, 15%. Yeah, get rid of that one. 24% accuracy, 21% accuracy. Yeah, I think that's all of them. So I have the option low health boost, weapon armor damage, reload speed, accuracy. Knew I'd probably get the chance to use it. Oh great, it's one of them. Well, that didn't work out as planned. I think I was catching myself in my own blast radius.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Great. More clocks.
If I'd remembered there was an access point right there, I would have used it. Oh, I hate this part.
The fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
Yeah. And of course, every time it rotates 90 degrees and fires in another direction. Oh, come on. Why is it setting me all the way back at this one? It's supposed to put you at the nearest.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Great. More clocks.
What the fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
At least it did this time. It did start me back here where it was supposed to.
What the fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
Oh, great. That was my own screw up. I let her fall too far before activating Levitate. And Levitate will not let you gain altitude unless you're pressing up against something.
What the fuck is that? It's making more clocks?
Damn it. And that time the opening and that time the damn artifact got me.
What the fuck is that?
What the? It wants you to see that it's making more clocks. The game does. So that first one, it's not. So that first one does no damage to it because it wants you to see what it's doing. Maybe using the shield will help. I don't know.
What the fuck is that? It's making more...
No, it probably wouldn't do you much good against the anchor. Good. And caught recharging.
The fuck is that? It's making more clocks? And now that it's fired twice, more of these guys come. Oh, great.
It gets faster too. The closer you, the more damage you do to it. Come on, open up in this direction. It does seem to It does seem to have figured that out at least a little bit. Crap. Shit.
That must be the altered item. There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that one.
There, at least we've taken care of the anchor. I don't think it gives us any new powers, but, you know, 3 ability points. Hey, can't argue with that. Yeah, pretty nasty. Okay, 3 ability points. Where do I want to spend it? Oh, let's unlock the ground slam. Why not? Nowhere near upgrading again on that. Yeah, that's part of the levitate power, actually, is the ground slam. So, let's see, what do we got in terms of missions? Yeah. Well, it's duration and damage of the ground slam that gets improved. The duration that the length you can levitate. In fact, I'm probably going to. Well, if I went searching for all the hidden places, if I wanted to search for all that, I would really need to increase the duration of levitate, because there's one jump that's almost impossible to do, even with levitate. Anyway, because there's only 15 minutes left before the 4-hour mark, I'm going to end it here. I want to thank everyone for coming. I appreciate all the support. And for the new people, if you want to support the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Have a great rest of your day. See you for the next one.